Ek staan hier so by Pieter Oberem, die president van die WRSA. Sê vir my die 10 jaar wat verby is, al die challenges wat julle deur is, wat gee ons so 'n bietjie highlights van die 10 jaar?
It's our 10th year as the WRSA, and I think it's our third conference, perhaps our fourth. Normally it was held every second year, but because of demand and the huge success of the last conference, which was also held here at Sun City, the demand was such that we had to redo it. Why at Sun City? Mainly because we couldn't find another venue big enough. As you would have seen, there were 650 people at the conference itself, over 650, and we're expecting over 1,000 at the gala dinner tonight. As far as the highlights are concerned, well, obviously there's the growth in the industry, but perhaps for me, being a veterinarian and of a scientific background, the science that we've brought into our industry, the fact that we now are able to generate scientific data to sometimes help our ranchers to do the right thing, but also sometimes to silence the critics who've said we're doing this wrong or doing that wrong. And clear science, scientific data, for example, that shows that the genetics of buffalo on private land is more diverse, i.e. the relatedness is better than that in the Kruger Park, and especially better than that in Tlhahluwe, Mfolozi and Addo. Other things I think that are important for me is that we began a while ago with our very first auction. The reason we have auctions is to be able to allow the average farmer, one like me, access to the market. And now we're having 3 or 4 this year. So I think we've been able to draw a lot of ordinary ranchers into our organization, which before was perhaps seen only for the smart guys. But no, the ordinary guys like me are welcome as well.
Okay, nou terugkom na die konferensie toe wat julle nou hierdie jaar hou. Soos ek nou net gesê het, dis baie ouens wat opdaag. Dis 'n regtig groot event, maar wat is julle verwagting van so 'n konferensie?
Well, hierdie een is spesifiek. This one specifically is because it's our 10th year anniversary and we want people to celebrate that. We want them to celebrate our whole industry, what we've achieved, because we're extremely proud of that. But then there are issues that need discussion. There's been a lot of noise and a lot of criticism about color variance, in my view, very clearly from people who don't understand science, evolution, genetics and the rest. And it's important for us to hear the complaints. It's important for us to think about them. It's important for us then, if necessary, which in most cases is not, put our own house in order. And then at a conference like this, we also have outside people, experts in their fields, whether it be, as in this case, economists or geneticists or veterinarians, to come and share their expertise with us as game ranchers. And then finally, I think it's important at a conference like this that people have a chance, because being farmers, we actually live far from each other. So it's important for us to be able to get together, share camaraderie between us, share what we do between us, and generally just have a great time.
Nou, dis great. Sê my Pieter, die ander ding is, jy as president van die WRSA, jou termyne kom nou tot op 'n einde, dan gaan nou iemand nie som vir president doen. Gee ons so 'n bietjie inside info, wie sien potential ouens wat gaan opvolg?
Wel, dis moeilik om te sê, maar want dit is 'n demokratiese organisasie, and we're going to have a vote. But what I can tell you is that generally the vice president works very hard in order to, let's say, acquaint himself or herself with the issues that need to be attended to during his or her term. And so far, traditionally, the vice president has become the president. But whether that happens or not, because it's a democratic organization, I can't tell you.
Maar ons van ons kant af baie geluk met jou. Ek sien met hierdie termyn wat jy nou deur is. Ek dink dit was baie suksesvol geweest en sterkte vorentoe vir wat vir jou voorlê.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was an absolute honor and a joy because this is an industry that is so interesting and so close to my heart. Peopled by game ranchers who are amazing people. People who care about the country, people who care about the environment, people who care about economic development, and people who are incredibly unselfish. Without their donations, without their hard work, we wouldn't exist.
Baie dankie Pieter.
Thank you.